gcloud config set project id. You can see my email that is related with my Google Cloud Skill Boost account. Here you can see the some key commands. You can preview it. You can make you can open it another tab as well. These are the some option. Here we have to use code to interact with the Google Cloud. We will see it in the project only. And here is the coding that we do. Google Cloud Shell Code Editor. We have to edit the files. We have to write the files as well. Now, I hope you all understand what I discussed till now. Please give me response in the chat section. Are you understand or not? If you have any doubts till now, I am ready to repeat it again because now we are going to start our lab. Okay, now we will see what's the second lab is. Like you are completed this lab, like right? You have to open that. Like let me send the link again in your groups so that you can easily open that. Hifza or Aisha can groups this link. Hifza or Aisha. Hifza or Aisha. Okay, Aisha. So you all completed this lab, right? The second lab is creating a virtual machine. So before starting the lab, we have to understand like what is virtual machine, right? So we are going to understand virtual machine first, then we are going to start our lab. Let me explain what is virtual machine. Hello Priya. Virtual machine. So basically virtual machine links, I will going to explain you in the with the example. We have server, we have an operating system. In that operating system we placed application 1, application 2 and application 3. Means server is basically which we use to interact, like you use for Google, you are using the Google, you are requesting anything, we are getting that response from the server only. In between we have operating system is basically an interface between our application, between the user and the server. And here are the application, and the thing is like we cannot run more than one application on single server. Why? Because let's say if one application accessing the resource, another application also accessing the same resource, then it will get clumsy or complicated to answer that application, to answer that user. So that's why we do not use one application on one server. So that's why we use one application on single server, second application on another server, third application on another server. So that helps to get the resources as well correctly, and it does not becomes clumsy or complicated. But like every application does not use whole site. Let's say this is a website, simple website does not use that much server, it just use http request. This is a second application, it's a database website. We have to get the data, send the data. You can see it as a drive, Google Drive. In Google Drive we can upload that, we can upload that, we can send that. So in in the second application we are using the server more than 30%. In the first application we are just using 5%. We are just using http request, means any website that is publicly hosted, for this needs to be requested by the http communication protocol only. I know you are not understanding what is protocol. I will tell you now only. So that is, so that's why we are using, so that's why here the solution is virtual machine. Means we are going to pay amount, like if you are using that application 5% only, we have to pay the same amount. So that's why the solution is virtual machine. So how the virtual machine works means, we have the server, we have the operating system, we have the hypervisor as well. Hypervisor is a technology that manages the hardware for the applications. We can run the applications. Let's say application 1 is running on virtual machine 1, application 2 running on virtual machine 2, application 3 is running on virtual machine 3. It means virtual machine is basically a not a physical computer, but it actually a computer which is virtually present there, which has some cpu, some processor, some disk storage, but it is not physical, it is virtually present that. So that is virtual machine. So that's why we are running application 1 on virtual machine 1, running application 2 on virtual machine 2, running application 3 on virtual machine 3. Hypervisor is used to manage the hardware, like we need hardware as well, is a technology that used to manage the hardware for the virtual machine. And why we are calling operating system as host operating system? Because host operating system, this is the host, means in the meeting also you can see the team members are host, the another participants are presenter. Host, who is the some, who is the lead for that? You can see Ratna is a host, I am is a host, Hifza is a host. So this is how host operating system is. This is the real operating system. If we go deep into it, there will be another operating system is there in the after the virtual machine, that we call as a guest operating system, which is not necessary for our lab. I hope you understand what is virtual machine. Instead of using that many more than one application on single server, it becomes complicated. So that's why we use virtual machine. We can run one application with virtual machine, means that this application is interacting with this machine only, and second application is interacting with the virtual machine 2 only, but it is getting the resources from the server only. But it helps in, rather than complicated, and it helps in reducing the amount as well. We are just paying for the server one. Let's say here we have 3 servers, here we have only one server. So that's why we use virtual machine. Are you all understand what is virtual machine? Please respond me so that I can forward to the lab. I need everyone's response. So I am waiting till there. And if you have any doubts from before that as well, what we discussed till now, if you have any doubts, if you have any doubts, please let me know. I am going to I'm ready to repeat it again, because this is important. In every lab, we are going to use that. Thank you everyone who responded. So now we will move forward to our lab. Let me open my lab. So this is our second lab, creating a virtual machine. Before going to start lab, I'm going to explain you everything what is, because we have the timing only, that is 40 minutes only. We have to complete that lab in 40 minutes only. So that's why I'm going to explain what we are going to do here. I hope you all are open that. Please open the link in your laptop or computer. And I'm requesting you, please don't do in the phones, because it will be very complicated performing labs in mobile phone. Please open that link, like open that lab. So let's wait till everyone opens that tab in your computers. If you open it, like response in the chat section that you open that tab. Okay, Sophia asked me. Other members, please open it. We are waiting here only. Don't start the lab. Firstly, we are going to discuss, so it will be easy to quickly complete our lab. Let's wait for a few minutes. Please everyone open that lab, because we are going to perform the lab with us only.
Iman, can you mute yourself?
Hello, start Ikra.
Yes, Ratna. So this is the second lab, which is creating a virtual machine. In that, this is the overview as it is available in the first lab only. We already discussed what is virtual machine. So in that, we have to create a new stand from the Google Cloud Console. Means we have to create a virtual machine with the help of Google Cloud Console. We already discussed what is Google Cloud Console, what is Google Cloud SDK, what is Cloud Shell. The second one is we have to install a NGI NX web server. We have to, why we have to install, means we have to deploy that virtual machine on a web server. So for that we have to install an NGI NX. And the third task is we have to create an instance with the help of G-Cloud. G-Cloud means it's a command, right, which is used in the Google Cloud SDK, right? G-Cloud. G-Cloud is a command which is used for the Google Cloud SDK, right? Say yes or no. Are you remember that where we use that G Cloud? Okay, Usman. Sophia asked me, you are very active in the 47 participants. Okay, Pujita, Iman. That good, you are remember that. The third one is we have to create a new instance with the G Cloud. Then task 4 is just test your knowledge. We have to just answer few questions. Here the same thing is available. We have to deploy a web service and connect to a virtual machine. And the prerequisites is like just you need to understand some commands, but it is not necessary because it will be easy, because commands cannot be remembered that much. You have to understand what this command is going to do, rather than you don't need to remember that commands. So we all know why we have to start lab button, everything. Here our lab it's begun. You all know after clicking start lab we will get a open Google console button. For that we get a project. I just want to ask everyone, what's the project includes? Like three attributes, right? What's the three attributes? Because this is going to be used in every lab. What are the three attributes of project? Can anyone answer in the chat? Okay, Rima is answer first attribute, that is project ID. There are another two as well. Yes, Rima answered second one as well, project number. Pujita answered third name. No, Pujita password is not there. Project name is there. So Rima, you are actively listening. What is the three attributes of project? So here, if you did not remember it, here project ID, project name, and project number. I hope now we will going to continue the lab. So this is we have to just like same process similar to the first lab only. I'm not going to repeat it here. That's how we have to create that virtual machine. As we already seen, various services are available in the navigation menu only. So that's why we have to go to the navigation menu. In that navigation menu we have to perform that lab. It is says that create a new instance, means it's a virtual machine we have to create from the Google Cloud Console. We are going to create it using Cloud Shell. In that Cloud Shell we also used to use commands as well as code something. So here are the commands already available. So here you can see the commands is like this one. To activate our project ID, we have to just activate Cloud Shell. We already seen how to activate the Cloud Shell. We are going to see it again as well. Don't worry. And this is the optional step. If we need, we can keep that command to know the account name and to know the account name with this command. And the next thing is, as we already see that the data centers are available in certain places, like Google has data centers in two places, Mumbai and Delhi. So these they are available in these different zones. Depends on your lab. This can be varied. You do, like my data center is let's say in my lab I have to choose this one, but in your lab you don't need to choose this one only. Depends on your lab description. You have to choose that. We will see it in the lab only, and we have to set our project region, project zone as well. We are going to create a variable because we have to store that like why we use a variable to store the data, right? So that's why to store our region, to store our zone. Region is city, zone is place, like exactly where you are placing that. So that is region and zone in the Google Cloud. And here we are going to start that. We are going to create the virtual machine. We will see it in the lab only, but here the main thing that you have to remember, that you have to keep the name this as it is mentioned here only. It is not same as my lab only. In your lab you have to see what is your name in your labs. Like my name is GCE my virtual machine name is GCE, and we have to select the region, zone, and we have to name the series. And as we see, the virtual machine can be have CPUs resources. In that we have to choose 2 vCPU, and we can choose our disk storage. And we have, as we are going to deploy that application through NX server, we have to allow that HTTP traffic. Then after that we have to install that. Samely we have to do that with the help of Cloud Shell only. Net again we are creating a virtual machine with the help of Google Cloud. So we will see that. Okay, now we are going to start our lab. So are you ready to start our lab? Okay. So everyone start the lab by clicking the start lab button. We have to present them. I am not a robot. All images. So all of you got this thing? Okay, if you got this thing, we have to keep that our mouse in this place. Open Google Console, right click on that, open link in new window. So remember that we have to be in incognito mode only. I am in incognito mode only. I'm going to open that link in new window. Here the link, I'm going to split that screen so it will be easy for me. Here you can see split that screen like this. You can do that by using the keys Windows left arrow, Windows right arrow, like this, and then copy this username. Are you copied? So here is automatically present because I just click on the link, right click, open link in new window. That's it. Here we get the same ID is here. Next, click on next, and then copy this password. You don't need to give your own email ID. You have to use this one only, username password, and paste that password. As you can see, this is the same password, EJ4. Click next. I hope you all are doing with my sequence only. Now we will get that, but it will ask us some sort of agree. We will wait for that. So it is not. We have to click on navigation menu. In that navigation menu, we have to activate the cloud shell. Like for activating the cloud shell, you have to click on these three dots. Please click on these three dots and click on activate cloud shell. I did get agree and continue tab. If you get that, click on agree and continue. If you have any doubts, you can ask here. I am clicking on activate cloud shell. Here you can see it is accessing that permission. I'm going to split that as well. Are you doing with me or not? Please click on three dots and click on activate cloud shell. So here you will get like this. Here we have to write the commands. Let me increase the size. So the first one is we have, it's an optional step, but we will do it. Here you will get this authorize tab. Click on authorize. It will take a moment and it will automatically close only. Here you can see the output is same. My ID is there and it is active account. We can list our project list as well, but it is optional. I am not doing it. Let us do that. Copy this and paste it here. So here we'll get our project name. Now we have to set up this region and zone. So for that, copy this code, gcloud config set. Please copy it, don't write it. You will miss any letter. Paste it here and then hit enter. So it is choosing East 1 region. For my lab, it is choosing East 1. As you can see here, it is choosing East 1 region. Now the second one is we have to create a variable for region. So copy that and paste it. These are the commands we don't need to understand what we are going to do, because it's just a commands. We have to remember that if we are going to perform the whole Google Cloud platform in the form of Cloud Shell or Google Cloud SDK. Now after that we have to create a variable for zone. So copy that and paste it here, then hit enter. I hope everyone did that. I just minimize the screen. Don't close the screen, just minimize the screen. Sophie asked me from where I have to repeat. Can you please write in the chat, or you can speak as well? Everyone did the process. Cloud Shell. Okay, Usman. Firstly, click on this navigation menu. You don't need to click on the navigation. You just need to open that Google Cloud Console. You just need to fill that information like sign in, password, and then click on. You will get this interface, right? And you will get two more tabs like I understand and agree and continue. After that, click on the three tabs, three dots. Then click on activate Cloud Shell. Click on three dots, click on activate Cloud Shell. You will get this one. So you will get the information like this, interface like this. It will take 3 minutes time to access that virtual machines CPUs. In that, this is the place where you have to paste that paste that commands. The first command here you can see, that is gcloud auth list. You have to copy that command and you have to paste it here and then click enter. Then you have to click enter. I hope, Usman, you can able to do that. It's not showing. Cloud Shell is not showing. Which link? Here, the Sheikh Aisha is pin that link. Sophie asked me. Okay, Usman, you got it. What about others? Are you all doing or not? Please respond. Are you all doing? If no, you can write no as well. Okay, Pujita. What about others? Like around 42 members are there. Okay, I will repeat the process again so that it will be clear. So the process is same, like just click on the start lab, you will get this one, and you have to click on this link and you have to open that link in a new window. Please do it incognito mode only. Here you can see I'm doing it incognito mode only. Right click that, open link in new window. Then you have to copy that username and password and paste that in the, you will get this after pasting that, after clicking I understand and agree and continue, you will get the interface like this. After that, click on three dots and click on activate Cloud Shell. After clicking the Cloud Shell, you will get the interface like this. After that, you just need to copy these commands for second one and then click on authorize. You will get the tab open authorize. It will take 1 minute. After that, you have to copy this command and paste it here only. After copying that command, pasting that command, then hit enter. I did the process here till here. Now we have to create this. Shall I continue? Hemashri, you completed till authorize. You pasted that command like creating a variable for zone as well. Manisha, you are doing it on phones. I already tell. Please do it in the laptop or computer. Ruksar, let me show. You just need to click on these three dots and click on activate Cloud Shell. That's it, Ruksar. I hope you got it. See it again. Ruksar, are you got it? Which options are you showing? Can you let us know? Preferences. After clicking activate cloud shell, it will load till 2 minutes or 1 minute for activating that resources. After that, it will show this interface like this. It will load here only for 1 minute or 50 seconds. After that, it will show this interface. Just click on that. I will show that. Click on three dots and click on activate cloud shell. I hope you got it. Where is the screen? Okay. Now we will going to continue it. We just minimize this screen. Screen should be minimized. Now another thing we have to do is click on the navigation menu. After clicking on navigation menu, we have to go to the compute engine. Click on compute engine. Then we have to
Sister,
yeah, yeah, tell me who is
sister, can you slow down a bit, sister? Because the process is not working fastly.
okay. So firstly you need to click on navigation menu, and then after scrolling a little bit you have to click on virtual machine, because the virtual machines are available under the services of compute engine. So that's why we have to go to the compute engine. In that you will find virtual machine instances. Click on virtual machine instances. After clicking that you will see the interface like this. Everyone done the process till now? Please let me know. Click on navigation menu and click on compute engine. In that compute engine, select virtual machine instances. Are you completed till now or not? Okay, Usman.
Yes, sister, completed.
Okay. After that, you may find create new instant here only, or you may find these three dots. Click on these three dots and click on create instance. You may find the option create instance here only, or you may find option after clicking the three dots as well. Create instance. After clicking that, you will see this interface. In that interface, you have to, as I already said, you have to use this name. I'm going to copy the name like GCE lab. You don't need to write GCE lab, depends on your lab only. See your lab description, what's the name of your virtual machine. I'm copy that, I'm going to delete that, I'm going to paste that GCE lab. In that, my region is US East 1. It is selected this one only. My zone is US East 1D. It is selected. If it is not selected, you can click on this and choose, depends on your zone. Like this one is D, so D only. Now we have to select the E2 series. It is already selected, and the machine is also selected, that is 2V CPU. You don't need to do things anything. After just checking your name, and make sure to paste your name, instance name, as it is mentioned here. Like GCE lab it is mentioned, I have to paste that name only, GCE lab. My instance name should be GCE lab only. I hope you all did. You just need to check your region, zone and series and your machine type. You can see region, zone, machine is E2, and the machine type is 2BCPO. After that, just scroll down and you will see something like firewall. In that firewall, click on the checkbox like allow HTTP traffic, because we are doing that because we have to deploy that deploy that application. So that's why we have to allow HTTP traffic. Make sure to click on allow HTTP traffic. Everyone did that process? Okay. Yes. I'm going to maximize this because I cannot able to see. So after clicking that, click on create button. So my virtual machine is creating now. Here you can see it will take some time. Don't worry, you think your network is down, but it will take some time in creating that machine. You can see any doubts is there. Okay, Shravani. Like Shravani, you can see you have to, you just need to click on navigation menu, and in that compute engine, in that you have to select virtual machine instance. In that you will find create instance button like this only, like this, or you can get an option three dots. After clicking that three dots, you can click on create instance. After clicking create instance, you will get some sort of interface which I already completed. In just you need to change the name. The instance name should be similar as your lab description. So in my case, that my instance name is GCE lab. Keep that name only and choose and just check region, zone, series and type. After that, scrolling down to that website only, to that interface only, you can see firewall. In that, allow that checkbox of allow HTTP traffic. I hope you got it, Ravani. If anyone have any doubts, let us know. Are you are completed till now? At least say yes or no if you are completed or not. Okay, Usman. After creating the instance, we have to click on this SSH connect. Under the connect tab, you can see the SSH. After clicking the SSH, you can see that is showing something. Click on authorize. So after clicking, you will get this interface. We just need to minimize that. You can see the instance name is here only. Here you can see my instance name, that is GCE lab. Once my virtual machine is created with the name GCE lab. You just, after getting this interface, you just need to click SSH and it will open a tab. In that you have to click on authorize button. You will get this interface. That's it. Then after that, just minimize this screen. I hope everyone completed that. We will wait for a few minutes. Okay, now everyone is completed. After that, you will get this interface, right? This one. Let me split the screen. Open this thing. You will get this interface after clicking on Connect SSH. You will get this interface with the virtual machine line GCE lab. In that, you have to install an NGINX web server. Let me see the timing. Okay, it is available 20 minutes. So copy this code and paste it here. Click on enter. You just need to, after getting the virtual machine, you have to click on SSH. After that, you will get this interface like this with your name, with your virtual machine name. In that, you have to copy this code, like task2 code, not a code command. After that, you have to install. For installing, you have to copy this command and paste it here, then hit enter. It is installing that NGINX web server. Then we need to copy this, that is to confirm whether the NGINX web server is working or not, and paste and then hit enter. I hope it is saying that it is running. Now I just minimize the screen to see whether the interface looks like. We have to click, scroll that like this bar. You have to scroll that this bar and you have to click on this external IP address. I hope is everyone is understanding what I'm saying now. Here you can see that is our virtual machine is deployed, and it is, you can see it is deployed on the web server. For that you just need to scroll this and you have to click on this external IP is internet protocol. Is everyone completed till now? Please let me know in the chat section. Okay, man. Reminding people, please response. If you have any doubts, you can speak as well. Task 2. Okay, for task 2, Farhana, you will get this interface, right? Virtual machine instance. You have to click on Connect SSH. After clicking that, you will get this interface with the name like this, with your instance name, with your virtual machine name. Like my virtual machine is GCE lab. You will get this name. In that, you have to copy this code, like update the OS step is there. You have to copy this command and paste it here. After that, hit the enter. It is automatically generated. It is saying that it is downloading. Similarly, copy this second step command. Similarly, copy the third step command. I hope you got it. After that, you just need to minimize the screen and come back to this only. After completing these steps, Farhana, you have to see here. You have to scroll this. After scrolling, you will get external IP. Clicking on that, you will see this. It automatically opens in the new tab. You will see this information. I hope you got it. After doing that, just click on this check my progress. Here said that is assessment completed. Now I will just minimize the screen. Now we have to open that Cloud Shell editor again, because we are going to creating another instance with the help of gcloud. Everyone is completed the task 1 and task 2. If you completed task 1 and task 2, type you completed in the chat. Okay, Usman, Hemashri. What about others? Shravani, task 1. Shravani, you just need to click on, after doing these steps, right? This is the task 1, right? You have to click on navigation menu. In that, you have to go to the compute engine and you have to click on virtual machine instance. Let me show you. It is not available. You click on navigation menu, then compute engine, then virtual machine instance. In that virtual machine instance interface, you will get an button like create instance, or you will get an option 3 dots. After clicking that 3 dots, you will get an option create instance. After clicking that, you have to just change the name of your virtual machine. You have to keep the name as in the lab description it is mentioned, not my name, yours name, like it depends on your lab description. Then you have to check this region, zone, series, machine type. After that, this is the important thing. After scrolling down, you will see some firewall. In that, you have to tick mark the checkbox of allow http traffic. After that, you have to click on create. That's it. After clicking on create, you will see the interface. Okay, I did not have that in that virtual machine. You have to click on SSH. That will open this one, this interface. Like this is SSH. In that, you just need to paste that commands. That's it. Which one are you not getting, Shravani? Let us know. Please let us know, Shravani, which one are you not getting? Task 1 is simply so I have to open it again. That I cannot because it my I'm not showing that thing. You have to just click on navigation menu, Shravani. It's not there. So Shravani, you will get this interface. In that, you have to click on compute engine, click on virtual machine instances. I hope you can able to find this. In that, because I'm not logging here, like this is not my page. Like I just like for showing, I opened that. In that, you will get something create instead to click on that, Shravani. I hope you get it. After that, in continuation of process, in the task 3, we have to come back to the screen of Cloud Shell Editor. Please remember, we have to come back to the Cloud Shell Editor. In that, we have to copy this command. First step is this one, creating another virtual machine with the help of gcloud command. Okay, my connection is lost. I have to reconnect it again. If you get the things same, you have to reconnect it again. Okay, Usman, we are doing now only. So if you're getting this, just copy this command and paste it here. So copy this and paste it here, then enter. Click on authorize. It is taking some time. It is giving some error because I reconnected it. I have to. If you are doing task, just copy this command and paste it in the Cloud Shell editor.
Bahan sa kargo bison ma. Maya. Aja. Arika. Isanza. Anda.
Why I'm doing this? Because I reconnected the cloud shell again. So that's why I'm doing this. You don't need to do that. You just need to copy the commands of task 3.
हम बंदे से मेरा पसीना बहुत
सवाल बंद कर देना रे
हो
ये तो बड़ी बात है देखिए फिर वाला सब करते बेचारे पैर को
भले ना बाबा
क्या करेंगे मंगाएंगे तो तूने तो मैं तो तू क्या करेंगे
मैं मंगा
पता नहीं पाएंगे मुंह मारने
So you just need to copy these commands. Task 3 commands. Me.
इतना बुलाना को हमारा तो इसको गाना पड़ेगा
हां क्या गालियां बनाते हैं बच्चों का
नहीं अरे तुम इसे आप क्या कहना बोलेगा
I hope everyone is doing now. Just copying this command. Okay, Himashri. Task 3 is completed by the... Yeah, you can check your progress. Because mine is not working properly. I don't know why. After copying this code, you just need to click on check by progress. After that, you have to copy the second command as well. Like copy this second step command and paste it here. You can exit that by clicking help. We don't need to do that. We can just copy this one. We can copy the fifth step command. It is now working now. Let's wait for some time. We have to type help here. Help. Okay, to see whether the two instances are created or not, where is my navigation menu? Okay, it is. Okay, here you can see. Actually, there will be two instances here. Needs to be two instances here only. I refresh that because my connection is lost. Here you can see two instances are there. We created one instance using gcloud, another instance using gcloud command. After that, you have to I'm copying this code.
Sister,
Yeah.
what should I do after second step in third task?
Second check. Wait, Hemashri. Because I click on something help, it is not properly showing.
all that my sister phones here phone like पूरा हो गया तेरा क्या देखो से कि मेरा ऊपर बाहर कोई को देखते हैं ये दीदी है पूछो वो है हां दुनिया फील्ड लगाएगा दीदी है जो भी
Okay, Hemashri, it is optional to get the help. Like I click on the event, we can know the commands, like different commands. I type help, so it shows some sort of command. If you want to check the instances here, you can see. Refresh that page, you will see some sort of two instances here. That or you can leave that. Then we have to just go. That is through which of the following ways can you create virtual instance? Like we know we can create with both tools. We just need to here. And here you can see the progress 50 by 50 and 50 by 50. That means our lab is completed. So I will be having a, so after that then you can do your lab. Hemashi, you don't need to do anything. It is optional. I already did here. I typed where it is. You can see here I typed where is help. It will show you some sort of commands. Himashri, are you got it? Pujita, where you got 40 marks, you have to click on check my progress in two places. Task 3, first step. Usman, you just need to copy this code and paste it in the Cloud Shell editor only. Like I pasted it here because I got connection. I needs to reconnect it, so that's why I did the task 2 again. Here I pasted that like G Cloud Compute instance. It is like Z Cloud Compute instance. You just need to copy that and paste it in the cloud. Only do the first step. Only do first step only, and then click on check my progress. That's it. It is optional. Like this one is to know whether the instance are created or not. Like I already did that. It shows me some sort of commands to check whether the instances are created or not. Here, refresh this page like console page. Here you can see the two instances. One is GCE Lab 1, another one is GCE Lab 2. After that, you just need to answer this. Like through these two ways, we are going to create virtual machines. So that's why click on these two checkboxes and click on submit. That's it. Then after you can see 50 by 50 and 50 by 50. Usman, where you are showing error? Okay, you are also showing error. So, okay. Let me show you. Usman, you are getting, please let me know. Pujita, you just need to copy this command and paste it in the Cloud Shell editor. After that, you don't need to do anything. Just do this space only. Like both the options are correct. Usman, please let me know. Are you showing this error? Okay, you have to, what you have to do is copy the task to commands. Like this is the task 2, right? You have to copy this task 2 commands. No, okay. Not 2, this one. Task 1. Here you can see these commands. Activate Cloud Shell. This you have to copy this. Gcloud auth list. Usman, you have to copy the command. Yeah, Himashri.
3 minutes only left for me. What should I do?
Are you completed task 3, first step?
Yes, sister.
After that, task 4 quiz you have to complete. Like click on both options and then submit.
In task 3, I have completed up to second step.
Okay, you done it. Don't do it anything. It just this come to this screen. Here you can see task 4. It is optional because I already did that. Click
Uh,
on task 4. In that you have to click these options.
Sister, small doubt. There is a fourth point in task 3. In the cloud console on the navigation menu,
Yeah.
click.
Okay, to see that you have to come through this interface. I am seeing it now. You have to refresh the page and you can see the two instances are created. You can also
Oh,
see in yours as well. So
one
just
sec.
to check ourselves. You can check it later as well because we have less time. So that's why I'm
Yeah, yeah.
saying complete that first.
Yes, sister.
After that submit, then check your marks here. After that, end your lab. Usman, you have to copy this one. Copy and paste it.
After completing the fourth step, I should end the lab, right, sister?
Yes, check the marks here.
One sec, sister.
Usman, you
Uh,
have to copy from this second step code, and then you have to copy fifth step code. You have to copy this code as well, Usman, because your network is so you have to create it again. One, two,
Sister,
three steps you have to copy that. Yeah, Himashri.
marks are 50 by 50 and 50 by 50. Then should I end the task?
Okay. Yeah, end the lab now. Unable to open VM instance. Why you have to open the VM instance? You have to open this cloud shell, Usman. Usman, you have to open this Cloud Shell editor, not VM instance. In that, you said that you are getting this right. You have to copy this code, like, because we have to connect another time. Copy the code from second step, fifth step, and after that copy this code as well. 1, 2, 3. Then you continue with the task 4 step. After completion of task 4 first step, do the task 3 first step, do the task 4, because we have less time, right? What about others? Are you completed or not? Usman, are you can able to complete that? What about others? Please let us know. No. Where are you stuck, Usman? Please let me know. You have to open this Cloud Shell editor. You can speak, Usman. Usman, you can speak. Usman, you are getting this error, right? So for that, after getting this error, you will get like this. In that, just copy the second step, this thing. You have to copy this code like gcloud auth east. Copy that and paste it here. Like I already did it here because I also got the same thing. I lost work. So that's why I did the same process here. My lab is ended because my timing is completed. Usman, can you please, so that I can know where you are stuck? What are the, if you have any doubts, please let me know. Time ended. You just need to do this thing. Are you completed the quiz, Usman? Like the task before which has 2 questions? Pujita also time ended. Where you are stuck, Pujita? Because you don't let us know where you are stuck now. Okay, I am telling you, Usman, you have to page that like second step. You have to page the second step only. Like I already did because I already lost my network. Just need to copy that and paste it here. You can see here gcloud auth list. Let's see what we get after completion of lab, because refresh that. Do you have tick marks like you are completed this lab? Task 3 first step. Task 3 first steps is just like copying this code and paste it in the Cloud Shell. After that, you have to click on check my progress button. It is optional because I did that. It will just show some sort of commands like which command is used for which purpose. You can check whether the instance are created or not. I already shown to you that I got 2 instances here. Okay, it is now after completing lab. It is showing this. You just need to select this option. That's it. Are you got this tick mark or not? Let me know. Are you got this tick mark like that you completed this? and you will see, like, I get, after completion of lab, I get 9 credits. Please let me know, everyone, are you completed or not? Say yes or no. Are you get the tick mark of Usman? You did not get this tick mark like this as completion. Okay, many members are saying no. Chemistry is completed. Aisha, are you did the lab? Okay, Aisha. Why are you stuck? Like, everyone did. I already, because I also got the same situation. I hope that everyone get the situation. I already tell everyone, as my connection is lost, so I have to reconnect that. I just click on reconnect, and I did the task one steps again and again to reconnect my machine. I already shown in the screen only. I don't know why are you stuck there. But it's okay if you did not get. You can check the option whether you can able to perform that lab again. For for authentication, for CL pipeline, for a specific name or information, to get the information we can use gcloud. GS util is used to get that get the storage location. If you want to store the data, store the project in at particular location, we have to use the command gs util. And bq we use for storing the SQL data, like, yes, in the form with the data which is available in the form of table, we use bq command. And the third one which we are going to discuss is cloud shell. Cloud shell is an alternative to the cloud SDK. In cloud shell we have to code, like we have to write the code in order to interact with the Google Cloud. It has a browser based, the cloud shell is available in the cloud console only. It runs on the compute engine, and it has some sort of 5 GB disk storage. It is web preview, and it is built-in authorized. How to start the, like, how we can see the cloud shell? Let me see you before that. Okay, so this is the cloud Google Cloud Console, right? Here you can see a icon. Let me zoom it. Are you able to see that? Activate cloud shell. If I click that, it is activating. Now we're going to start the second lab. Before starting directly into the lab, I just want to explain everything that is used in the second lab. Like, the first lab is only the introduction part. You all know, like, Priya is already said that. Let me wait. Priya has already said that this first lab is only the introduction. The second lab is we are going to work with the project that is going to be practically we are going to this. So that's why I'm going to explain you the things that are going to use in the second lab. So for that, let's start the session. So as we all know that Google Cloud offers a range of services. In that, the services which offer under the compute means Google Cloud offers compute engine, Google Kubernetes engine, app engine, cloud functions, and cloud run. It means compute engine is used for the application which uses authentications, like databases, and Google Kubernetes engine is used for the applications which uses lots of data and structure that data in the form of containers. And we use app engine for the applications that are Android or iOS apps, and for the applications which are related, like a serverless components that uses HTTP servers, HTTP responses, we use service cloud function. Means depends on the application, we use services. These are all available in the Google Cloud platform. According to our project, according to our application, we use each of the services. You may not understand the new words like Kubernetes, serverless. Don't worry, we are going to discuss that in future labs as well. If you want to explore that, you can explore it by just googling it, like, what is serverless, what is Kubernetes, you can google it. Basically, it's just a services that is Google Cloud offers. Depends on the application, we choose that services. Okay, Now we will going to next one. And Google Cloud also offers a range of storage services. Like as I already said that Google Cloud is a platform that uses to store data as well, that uses to get the resources as well. For storing data, we have different forms, different storage services. The one is cloud bigtable, cloud storage, cloud SQL, cloud spanner, data store. In these, in any one of these services, we store our data. Like cloud scale SQL is mainly used for the storing the data of related to the queries, like SQL query or MySQL query or PostgreSQL query. And cloud bigtable is normally used for the large data which is available in the table form. So we use depends on the data any one of the storage service. And the next one is Google Cloud offers services to get value from data. Means Google Cloud also give the value for ours. Like for the user, it gives the values as well. Can you please, Kubra, unmute yourself and mute yourself, please, Kubra. 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 Kubra, you are in. Okay. So Google Cloud offers services to get the value from data. We can get the value as well. Like for the big data, we use BigQuery or Sub, Data Flow, Data Proc, AI platform notebooks. So BigQuery is used for the query things. Pub or Sub for use for the IoT applications. Data Flow and Data Proc, AI platform notebooks. For machine learning, we have other services that are AI platform, Vision API, speech to text API, cloud translation API, AutoML. Between the API means application programming interface. I will explain with the example. Like you go to the restaurant, right? You are the you are the customers for this restaurant, and you are serving the food by the waiters, but actually the food is prepared by the chefs, right? So here the waiters who is interacting with you and who is interacting with the chef is a API, means application programming interface is used to get the data, get the resources, communication between that backstage person and the customer. Like waiter is the only communicate with with the customer as well, with the chef as well. So here the waiter is the API. I hope you understand what is API. We use API for like various purposes, for getting the data, for building our application, for clearing our data, for getting responses as well. So here there is lots of API like speech to text API, vision API. Vision API means we use vision API for classification of image. Like we we sent one image, like tell that image is a dog or cat, so that is used for vision API. Speech to text API, cloud translation API, AutoML means automation of machine learning. We will see it later in the future labs. Now we will move another one. Let me. And and there are four ways to interact with the Google Cloud. The first one is Google Cloud Console. In the first lab, we also use that Google Cloud Console. Are you remember that we use Google Cloud Console in the first lab? Reply in the chat section. I am saying it now. Do you remember that we used Google Cloud Console in the first lab? Oh yes, Anastasia, first one who replies. Thank you. Okay, the first one is Google Cloud Console. So we use Google Cloud Console to interact with the Google Cloud. Google Cloud Console is the web GUI. We will see it in the next slide only, each of one. And the second one is Cloud SDK and Cloud Shell. And the third one is REST-based API. And the fourth one is Cloud Console mobile app. The first one is Google Cloud Console is a web user interface. Means it's a GUI that we can interact with the Google Cloud without need to understand the commands, without need to learn the code. The second one is Cloud SDK and Cloud Shell. The Google Cloud Console is available in the Google Cloud website, right? And the second one is we have to download it in our local computer, means in our own laptop or computer. We have to download that Cloud SDK, and it's a command line interface. We have to use commands to you interact with the Google Cloud. And the third one is REST based API. As I already said, what is API? So third one is we can interact with the Google Cloud with the help of APIs as well, for building our own customizable applications. And the fourth one is Google Cloud Console mobile app, but it is not that much as updated as Google Cloud Console. It is used for basic purposes, like if you are in emergency, you cannot have laptop, so you can change your increase that servers or uh, pay the bills with the mobile app. Like I already said, you have to pay the amount for using that much resources, so you can pay that amount with the help of mobile app as well, but it is not that much updated. You can see the app as well in the Play Store. It is available in Android as well and iOS as well. Let's see what is Google Cloud Console. So Google Cloud Console is a web-based GUI. As I already said, that is a graphical user interface. It is used for the centralized console for all project data. Means it is a centralized console for all project data. Everything is available in that only. We just need to do that with the help of mouse clicks and keyboard. You don't need to learn commands. You don't need to learn the code as well. You can just like process that information up. You can send that application, set up that application with the help of mouse clicks only, and you can manage as well and create projects as well. And we can also access developer tools like cloud source repositories. Means there are lots of services available by the Google Cloud, but we can also access some sort of developer tools. Means that is some source of repositories means collection of files or a collection of data. Repository simply means repository is a file where we store our anything. Like in file we can store our image, we can store data, we can store video as well. Repository is a file. We can see it like in GitHub, and you can see all the repositories. We call the file as a repository in GitHub. GitHub is a website. We can put the code and changes that code. We will see about the GitHub in the next sessions, like if we plan to explain that GitHub and Git and GitHub. And the second one is Cloud SDK. I already tell that Cloud SDK is a another way of interacting Google Cloud, but we have to download that Cloud SDK in our local computer, and we have to learn the commands to you interact with the Google Cloud. That's a command line interface. We have to learn that. And the last one is Cloud Shell. Cloud Shell is like a command line interface, but you have to code that. In that you have to use code language. And you can also access to product APIs. Like I already see that machine learning, different services, like different Google Cloud provides different APIs like Vision API, speech to text API. So I'm going to show you how it practically sees. Let me show this one. Okay, this is a Google Cloud Console. You don't need to do anything. I'm just showing you like what is a Google Cloud Console. So here is the login to the Google Cloud Console. Let me see that. Let me show you. So this is how it looks like, Google Cloud Console. So here you can see the interface, and here let me just open that again. This is a navigation menu. You can see it when I hover it. You can see the navigation menu. Here all the services that Google Cloud provides. Like we say that it provides API and services. We have to pay the bill. Here is that link, and we will explain it what are these, because before starting the lab we have to know everything. So I'm going to explain that these are the services. Here are the machine learning APIs like document AI, vertex AI, speech. Like everything is available here only. If you want to explore like what are the services that Google Cloud offers, you can just go to the marketplace of the Google Cloud. It shows you like Elastic Cloud, Apache, MongoDB as well for storing the data. We can use this Places API that is used for getting the information, getting the location, maps. Like these are the services that Google Cloud provides. We will see it later now. Here are all the APIs that we use. So, and every Cloud, as we see in the first lab as well, we get some sort of project in the Google Cloud console. After signing that, starting of the lab only, we get that one project ID, one username, one password as well. Because in Google Cloud, every service is used associated with the project only. Because if you want to interact with the Google Cloud, you need some sort of project, right? So that's why the Google Cloud already assigns you a project, or you can create your own project. It depends on you. So in that project, we can enable our services and APIs, and we can also enable billing, means paying that amount. We can manage the permissions, like if we suppose, let's say we have a team of 30 members and the three projects are there, but I want only 10 members work on one project. So I have to manage that permission. Only 10 members of one team can able to see that project only. Other members cannot able to see that project. So that's in that way we have to manage that permission. The Google Cloud also provides that option to manage the permissions and credentials. And we can track resources as well, like how many members are using the resources of that team. We can also we can, as I already said, in Cloud Shell we have to code that, we have to program that. So that's a Google Cloud service. I will show you how we can select our, here you can see select, and when we click on it you can see all your project, but I did not have any project because I did not created it. Or if you want to create new project, you have here new project. Create your own project by keeping your project name and project, but it cannot be changed. I will we will talk it now only. Before, I want to show you something. Here is that project have three identifying attributes. Till now, if you have any doubts, let me know. And if you did not understand, I am ready to repeat it again. Please respond me. Are you understanding or not? You might be thinking why I'm explaining all these things. We have to do the lab, but in the lab we have to use all these things. If you do not understand what you are doing, it does not make any sense to do the lab, right? Okay, what about other members? Like only 3 or 4 members are replied. Give the response in the chat section. Okay, shall we continue now? Okay, now we will going to continue. As I said, in a Google Cloud, every cloud service is associated with a project. That project have three identifying attributes. Attributes means properties, like characteristic. If we say any application if any meaning, like anything has some properties, right? So similarly, project has three attributes, that is project ID, project name, and project number. The project ID is globally unique, means it is not similar to the other person's project ID. And we can, it is assigned by the Google Cloud only, but we can change that during creation only. But after creation that project, we cannot able to change that. Here you can see immutable after creation. And the second one is project name. Project name, it is not necessary to be unique. We can have the same project name, and the project name is chosen by us only, by the users, and we can change that project name later as well. And the third one is project number, which is globally unique, and it is also assigned by the Google Cloud, and we can change it later as well. Project number, I hope you understand that the attributes: project ID, project name, project number. Project ID is unique, which is assigned by the Google Cloud, and we can change it during the creation, but we cannot change it after creation. And the project name is need not to be unique, it can be which is chosen by only, and it is changeable. And project number is globally unique, and which is assigned by the Google Cloud, which can be changeable. I hope you understand that. Just let me know, are you understand the three important attributes, because in every lab we have to use that.
बच्चा वास्ते वाह इंजीनियर एना डॉक्टर छोटा इंजीनियर छोटा बाबा उसका हां नजर से बाबा का खाली कुरान डबल में कथा
ஆமா. Can you please mute yourself?
Hello, Sabha. Mute yourself.
Okay, now we will continue it. I hope you understand what is project ID. So I will show it now only. Here you can see project name, which is changeable, and here is the project ID. I hope it is visible to all. It's a project AB. We can be change it later as well, and you have to choose location. Why we choose location means, as I already said, we are storing our data or storing our application in someone else's computer. The Google has two data centers in India, that is located in Delhi and Mumbai, in different zones, like in different areas, west, east, like that. And Microsoft has data centers in three areas: Mumbai, Pune, and Chennai. So we have to choose that location, like where we want that data to be stored in which location, in which data center. So that's why we have to choose the project name. We can change that project ID. We have to choose the location. Then we can create our own project. I'm not going to create my project. How it works the project? As I already seen you how to create a new project, how we can create that new project. And now we will see how billing for, like I already said, we have to pay the amount, how much we resources use that. Billing account pays for the project resources we use for that particular seconds or minute. And there will be a billing account that is linked with your resources, like projects, like zero or more projects. And accounts can be changed automatically. And let's say I am using one API that is used in the first lab, dialog flow API. I am using that API in my application. I'm using the dialog flow API in my application. So I have to pay 2 rupees for every minute. In that, if I use the API in the project for 1 hour, I have to pay, do some calculation, I have to pay that much amount to that. There will be invoice, means that bill will be come on monthly basis or yearly basis as well. We have to pay that amount. I have to pay that amount. And we can also create sub accounts as well that can be separately used for each project. Let me show you how billing works in a practical way. Here we can go to the billing.